Welcome to this deep dive where we are looking at a piece of hardware today that usually just lives in the dark.
Yeah, gathering dust behind a rack somewhere.
Right. We've got the documentation for the Kramer VM-24HC.
Which definitely has a very utilitarian name. It's the 2x1.4 compact HDMI switchable DA.
Complete alphabet soup, basically.
Pretty much.
But our mission today for you is to figure out if that alphabet soup actually solves the one problem everyone absolutely hates, the tech fail.
Oh, you mean when you plug in the HDMI for a massive presentation and you hold your breath and
nothing, just a blank screen. Or, well, you get that strobe light flickering effect.
which is arguably worse.
It really is. So looking at the specs, this isn't just a standard splitter, is it? It's classified as a DA, a distribution amplifier.
And that distinction is actually massive. Because a cheap splitter usually just passively divides the electrical current.
Like a plumbing issue.
Exactly. Think of it like taking a single water pipe and just splitting it into 4 smaller garden hoses. The water pressure drops significantly in every single one.
Whereas a distribution amplifier actually boosts the signal back up.
It does way more than boost. This is where Kramer's equalization and reclocking technology comes into play.
Reclocking with a K.
Right.
That sounds a little bit like marketing jargon, to be honest. What is it actually doing to the data?
Well, think of a digital signal traveling down a really long HDMI cable. The resistance and capacitance in the copper wire make the sharp, clean, square waves of the digital ones and zeros get kind of fuzzy.
Like they smear together?
Right, they smear. And that is called jitter.
And that jitter is when you get that digital snow, or the screen just gives up and goes black.
Exactly. So this unit takes that tired, fuzzy signal, strips away the noise, and literally reconstructs the timing of the data.
Before sending it out.
Yes, that is the reclocking. It is not just amplifying a noisy signal, it's actually rebuilding a completely clean one.
So it creates a totally fresh signal for the output. That explains why the manual emphasizes long cable runs so much.
It makes a huge difference.
But signal strength is really only half the battle. We also need to talk about the handshake.
Ah, yes, the EDIDE.
Right, the extended display identification data. Basically, it's the conversation where your TV tells your laptop, hey, I'm a 4K screen, please send me 4K pixels.
And that conversation is super easy with one TV. But remember, this Kramer unit sends video to 4 different screens simultaneously.
I can see the potential for complete chaos there. If you have a high-end 4K projector in the front of a room and a cheap 1080p monitor in the back, the laptop gets confused. Who is it supposed to listen to?
Without a device like this, the source usually just panics and sends the lowest common denominator resolution, or sometimes nothing at all. But this unit uses IED Pro.
So it acts as a diplomat between the devices. How does it resolve the conflict?
It actually gives you options. It can lock onto the ED from one specific output, say the main projector, and just force the source to match that.
Okay, what else can it do?
Or it can automix the data from all connected screens to calculate a single signal that is specifically designed to work for everyone.
So it just forces compatibility.
It ensures plug and play isn't actually a lie, and it does all this while maintaining incredibly high bandwidth. The spec sheets list a data rate of 6.75 gigabits per second.
Which really matters for color depth, right? Because I see references here to deep color and XV color.
Yeah, high bandwidth means you aren't compressing the color data just to split the signal. It also allows for 3D pass-through, and which is crucial for home theaters, 7.1 uncompressed audio.
So you aren't sacrificing your surround sound just to get the picture onto a second screen. Now, looking at the physical unit itself, it's quite small. They call it desktop size.
It is very compact, but notice the RS-232 port on the back?
Oh, yeah. That is usually the dead giveaway that a piece of gear is for pros.
It definitely is. I mean, you can use the front buttons or the RC-IR3 infrared remote it comes with for a simple desk setup.
But the RS-232 lets you wire this into a much larger automated system.
Exactly. You can hide the box in a rack and basically never touch it again.
Speaking of racks, the manual mentions an RK1 adapter.
Yeah, that allows you to bolt 2 of these units side by side into a standard 1U rack space. So it's really designed to scale from a messy desk all the way to a server room.
It really seems like the ultimate goal here is pure reliability. It's not the flashy part of the setup, but it is the part that makes all the flashy parts actually work.
It brings up a really interesting point about how we view our tech. We tend to obsess over the resolution of the screen or the processing speed of the laptop.
But we completely ignore the pipe connecting them.
We ignore signal hygiene. The VM-24HC really suggests that the most critical part of your entire setup might actually be the invisible middleman that handles all the negotiation and the timing.
It's the difference between a system that works most of the time and one that works every single time. That is definitely something for you to think about the next time you plug in a cable and hold your breath. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive.